there it is. I was looking for this. I left it here and I couldn't find it. I got to go shoot a Pilates event, so just looking for my camera. Anyway, I'll take you along for the ride. Let's go. Good morning, everyone. Just a quick surf check and sunrise check. Just gonna check what the sunrise is doing, see if we can snap a little bit of a sunrise. I feel like the sun's about to pop out, so I'm going to put this camera away and I'm going to get out my drone. See that? I reckon the sun's about to pop out, so I want to get the bird up now before it comes out so I can get those shots and then I can skedaddle. Sorry dog, took away your fun. You gotta love that. Dogs just love chasing drones, so dog tried to get me drone. There's no point trying to like land a drone when there's a dog trying to get it. So what I do is I actually take the drone each far away, dog chases it, then you bring it back real quick and it doesn't really know where it went. Hot tip if you're flying a drone and a dog's trying to get it. So I just got to press this one onto a board. So I'm gonna run you through that. This one has to be framed. So I've been working on the frame and got it going on here. So there we go, that fits perfectly. So all I gotta do is press that and then this frame will fit on there. Pressed down, so now I've just got to run it through the table cutter and I'll cut it down to the right size. Alright, what have we got on the printer today? This one is called Float. It is of a single person floating in the deep blue in Bondi Beach. It's actually not the deep blue, it's actually crystal clear waters of Bondi. But I really like this one. It's a fairly minimal image. Yeah, I just think that suits a wall piece, so I like these minimal ones. Like sometimes socials doesn't always translate to wall art, so stuff that does well on socials doesn't always translate to doing well in print. Because socials, you're trying to capture people's attention, whereas print for the wall is more like it's just a complementary piece to the space. So that's something to be mindful of when you're choosing your artwork. Here it is up on the bench. So it's a very minimal print. It's just one person floating in a big blue. So yeah, something that I'm mindful of when creating images for prints is that they don't always have to be super busy. Sometimes the more minimal, the better. Float is up on the bench here, and I just got to run it through the press. I haven't made the frame for this one yet, so I will get to that. Okay, so I've been editing all morning. Something I got to shoot in the studio, so come over to the studio. I'm going to get that set up. Now, what I'm shooting it's Juice actually, for East Coast Juice. They're a local company, and I need to shoot their juice line. Now, being the fact that it's a juice, so it's a fresh product, so it actually needs to be refrigerated. So I pulled it out of the fridge, and I'm letting it get to room temperature, because you don't want to always be shooting stuff that has condensation on it. You might want, a clean image without condensation, and coming straight out of the fridge, it'll, have condensation on it. So I'm going to let it get to room temperature, wipe them down, get them ready to shoot. So, and then if I do want to add condensation, I would just use like a mist bottle, and I would spray that in myself. But yeah, so I'll let it get to room temperature. While I do that, I'll set up my scene, and we should be good to go. So let's get at it. Now, before I actually do start that, one of the things, I actually have a couple of things on the go at the moment. So I've got a couple of picture frames that I'm in the midst of making. So this one, and there's another one over here. Yeah, so I'm going to try and finish those off today as well. So I had to order a couple of things because I ran out of the, can't remember what they call them now, but when the thing that goes in there, I'm probably going to cut this out because it doesn't sound like I know what I'm talking about, but I had to order a few things because I didn't have them. So anyway, they've just come today, so I should be able to finish these off. So I'm going to start working on this. Got this frame on the go. I had to order a few things which have come, and so now I'm gonna put this frame together, get it all the way together, and then I'll work on the next one. I've just spent the last 10 minutes looking for the thing that I just got in the mail, and it's right here on the bench. It's right here at the end, but I'm not sure if you can see it, but I was looking everywhere for it. Oh, don't put my hand there. Now this is the one that's going to go in this. I've just got it in plastic at the moment just for ease of use, and that fits like a glove, so it's fantastic. Wish me luck. Last piece. Masters. Good to go. We're on the back end of these frames. I've got 2 frames sitting here on the bench ready to finish off. I actually just need to add the back wire to it. So this one's actually getting picked up today, so I need to get this one done. Pretty basic stuff. All I gotta do is measure down 200 mil. Screw on one of these. What we're actually putting on. Get me pliers, cut that off real tight. Bang, that is perfection. Now, we don't want this super duper tight. You want it to just have a little bit of spring in it, because you want it to be able to sit towards the top of the frame. So you want just a little bit of spring in it. Frame number 1 is ready to hang. Alright, there we go. All right, now we're just gonna do this one. Now, I'm probably not gonna come down 20. I'll come down, this one on the small ones, I'm just gonna come down 10. And frame number 2, ready to go. Here it is. That is ready to ship. All right, and we're done. First things first, I'm actually just gonna run through the whole product. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna actually run through the whole product line and just shoot it on white, because once I have a base white, pretty much after that I can kind of do anything. So I'll yeah, so I'm gonna run, what's this? This is just a 100. I don't need a lot of light, I just need some. So I also have a light up in here in the ceiling with a big softbox. It's just an ambient, so it more or less just brings the entire room exposure up, but really soft. So that's important. So it'll be a bit of a work in progress till I get it how I want it. Back at it again, back in the studio. So I pulled all this stuff out this morning. It's almost there, but while I'm waiting, I might just go up, check the ocean. I always love to, you know, just lay eyes on the ocean every day. So might go do that and then come back and see if this is ready to go. So, you know, for me, it's not actually always about how big the adventure is. It's just sometimes just getting out and about and, you know, letting nature tell its own story. And so, you know, I try and go out and shoot every single day, but I also try not to put really strict parameters on that. Like, it doesn't have to be every morning, it doesn't have to be during the day, it doesn't have to be in the afternoon. Just sort of whatever suits my lifestyle is when I choose to go out and shoot, because you never know when your next magical image might be. Like, some of my best photos I've ever taken were accidents. They were all accidents. I mean, every photo is a moment in time, and it's very uncontrolled, unless it's, you know, very controlled. But the style of work that I do, it's very organic. So I just find that going out and shooting and doing what I love, that's it. If you're driven by passion, you know, you can't go wrong, I think. How interesting is this? It's just like just this big chunk of wood that's been ripped into by termites. So yeah, I just like to, you know, take a little adventure, take some time out of my day. Anyway, regardless, let's get flying and shoot some stuff. We'll see what the ocean's got for us. So we're back on the setup. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to run through the product line one by one and just shoot each one. So I have a clean frame of each product, so then I can essentially put that wherever I want. So I'm just going to run through that so I've got a clean output. I didn't really take you with me. I kind of got stuck trying to like create the look. So I'm almost through all the 2 liters, and then I'll be doing some creative. Friday Arvo, I'm just on my way to shoot at a venue, so just then made a couple of assets for like upcoming events. Kind of just spent the morning framing up, you know, putting some frames together. Shoot a couple of assets. It's sort of more like interview style or sort of a bit run and gun.
Have a go at the colourful shirt on him. I don't drink much these days, but when I do, I tend to go to the front bar, but I just do it better.
last day, last job of the week. Saturday today, and I just got to go shoot a house. So that's why I'm putting a gimbal in. Ouch! Anyway, let's go get it. This one's just a little cute little cottage. So I just got to run through this with a gimbal, shoot all the bits. I mean, honestly, I've almost done it on this camera. Bam. Ready? Bam. See that? That was almost it. Anyway, I'm going to run through on my gimbal.
I'm just trying to say, like, I'm trying to think of how I say, oh, I just had it and I lost it. What was I going to say? I was going to say, I'm really excited to show you through.
Sounds good.
Close.
That is done. I'm going to just run through with a tighter lens, so probably a 24-70, more of that 70 range, and I'll just run through and do a bit of detail-y bits and pieces. Lastly, I just got to fly some drone, so I am just going to do that from my car. Oh, what a week. Alright, and that's done. So I just got to lock this joint up. Matt just said just to lock it up after me, so we'll do that. Give this thing a check. Just give it a check that it's locked. It is locked. And bam. Alright. And now it's a wrap. Week in the life of a creative. See you in the next one.